Hello and welcome to the WDBF World Championships here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. My name is Elisa Westman.
And my name is Greg Whitehouse.
And we have the first gold medal match of the day coming up for you very shortly. Great Britain versus Austria, mixed cloth.
Yep, it's the cloth final in the mixed, but we'll see it across all three divisions, that mixed, men's and women's. Austria have faced many of those European teams before, England and NI normally in the finals that appear in that European Championships.
So they are no strangers to this competition, playing against each other for the big medal of the games.
And that's it. You know, we know how how strong Austria can be in terms of a cloth powerhouse. England have definitely been up there. Northern Ireland definitely been up there also. But this team, the Great British team, a combination, an amalgamation under British Dodgeball. So you do have Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, and England.
So it's kind of a Great Britain super team.
Yeah, I'd say that. A very good team. Maybe not the strongest mixed squad from a personal opinion. We've seen, obviously, Austria and how strong they can be in their mix. We don't quite know the lineups, their starting six just yet. But you could definitely say that Austria mixed team will be their three strongest men and their three strongest women. That GB team, maybe not the three strongest men, three strongest women, but still a very good squad. They've been selected for a reason. We saw Britnell Craven the other day. He won Player of the Match on day 3, I believe. A very good dodgeballer, normally starting out on that wings, can be very dominant. Something that we don't really speak about in terms of dodgeball. Obviously, WDBF World Dodgeball Championships, a main tournament. A lot to take in, a huge crowd watching you. And also the people at home, they'll know in terms of their opinions, and everyone will have those opinions. They just have to come in, clean slate, making sure that they assess how Austria are playing from their get-go.
So
40 minutes.
Does this Great Britain team have players from all 4 different regions, or are they used to playing together? I'm interested to hear if these are players that typically have had a chance to practice together, or do they usually face off against each other in Euros?
So a lot of these teams will face off against each other. I'm just trying to see in terms of who we do have in that full squad. Yep, we do have everyone, I believe. Sam Richards is in there. So they do have Wales, Scotland, England, and NI. Yes, a combination of all those 4 nations.
So then that's very different than the Austrian side. They always play as the Austrian team in Europe and here on this world stage. Do you think that might give Austria an advantage that they are used to playing together as this core group?
We've seen it year in, year out, that the bond that those Austrian teams have is so good. You can see definitely when they play dodgeball on court how well they play together. You know, they almost act as one. Their movements a very good combination. Obviously we see from that GB squad, we've never really seen it in terms of a full squad playing together.
Two dominant teams here in the final. Are we excited to see it? Your starting lineup for Great Britain. Number 12, Karen Pickering. Number 40, Meg White. Birthday girl, number 41, Lottie Millenton. Number 7, Adam Hill. Number 27, Finley Britnell Craven. And number 49, Sam Richards. And now your starting lineup for Team Austria. Number 15, Kathy Rasinger. Number 18, Lisa Lechtfried. Number 29, Nicole Kremser. Number 10, Stefan Leidinger. Number 71, Lucas Decker.
Interesting.
And number 42, Max Mates.
So the lineups there. Maybe a little bit of a different lineup from that Austrian side. Andy Koch not starting. Decker starts instead. A very good dodgeballer. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago wasn't one of the favourites that you'd put in that starting six, but over the past couple of European Championships has definitely proved himself as a worthy candidate for that starting six. And in this mixed final, he will be starting.
Yes, and he's had a fabulous tournament. Have had a chance to see him play a number of times, was player of the match in a game yesterday, or day before yesterday, pardon. So, you know, it could just be his performance here over the last 5 days that has brought him up to starting six. If you are watching at home on Twitch, you will see that predictions are up. If you'd like to take part in predictions, please log into the Twitch channel, follow us at Dodgeball TTV, and let us know who you think will win.
A lot of predictions going in the favour of GB. "40 minutes separates both of these teams from a gold medal."
And we do have 6 dedicated referees to this match, as many eyes as possible on the court to make sure that every call is as clear as possible. Thank you again to the referees for all of your work throughout the tournament. It's not an easy job.
Those refs mic'd up. Whether or not that will be included in the stream, I believe only the final decisions of those refs will be included in the stream. It's more for that we know in terms of the major decisions, that we know what is happening on the court, but also when cards are given out, we have that full explanation of the cards.
Absolutely, and you can see at home the fans are getting into this game already. A lot of excitement in the gym.
Referee just saying to both of the captains there that when you are hit out, hands up straight away. It just then resolves any problems with a double hit, sort of, especially when these teams are coming up into that high centre court and a player is hitting quick succession, those hands go up. If you are then normally hit after your hands are up, that's where we're going to start seeing the cards.
Yep.
3 cards in that cloth variant, a blue card, a yellow card and a red card. A blue card, a penalty set for that set and the next, a yellow card, 5 minutes penalty, and a red card, you will miss this game. Middle ball is picked up from GB. Strong start. Sam Richards flicks that back, but no super aggressive start from them.
Clean block.
Yeah, Max Mertz on that right wing, number 42. And a single ball fired straight back. Normally in those 3 minute set, it will be a very slow start. Both teams trying to assess how the other team move. And a block from Richards, but is told to hold. Obviously, you don't want to be given 4 balls away from the early. 5 balls, obviously, in this cloth variant. Oh, and Richards takes the catch. He picks it up from Decker. Strong start. It's that mentality he's going to want to have for the rest of the game.
Absolutely. Those jump catches are always the most fun to watch.
One big rule change in the cloth variant for World Dodgeball Championships. When you are hit that ball, as long as that ball is still live, you are still an in player. So that means you still can throw your ball and make hits, as well as taking a catch if that ball is still live. Stefan Leitinger with a toe shot. Craven also hit out by Max Metz. So what looked like a dominant start for GB, Austria now turned it round for a 3 apiece.
For those who are tuning in for the first time and are more familiar with the foam style of play, you might notice that there is a neutral zone with cloth. So you're seeing these players come way up and across that center line, making these throws come much faster to the players on the other side.
Meg White, sole player left in. But single ball released from Max Metz. Won't be playing super aggressive to end that set out. They'll just want to make sure they're trying to play those 3 minutes out.
And there's a hit. For those watching at home, there are 2 clocks ahead of you on your screen. There's a 20-minute half game clock. So there's 20 minutes in each half, 2 halves. There's also a 3-minute set clock. So in cloth, there are 3-minute sets. A team has 3 minutes to either take out every member on the other side of the court or have more players on their side of the court at the end of the 3 minutes. It's a big rule difference between foam and cloth. So if you're watching today for the first time for the gold medal matches, seeing about the best quality game of cloth right in front of you right now.
Plenty of power behind those throws. Adam Hill with a run-in counter. That neutral zone you see in cloth, those 2 yellow lines, dodgeball can be played in that whole section, whereas foam, that halfway line is the hard line, and if you touch that, you will be classed as an out player. The 3 gents on that mixed side left for GB, Richards, Hill and Britnell Craven. Just a reassess and a talk of tactics as they come to the middle. Richards is hit out, that ball placed down. Just losing control of that.
2 players left in for Great Britain, 3 for Austria. And again, as a reminder, Austria just has to run the clock at this point if they wanted to. They just need to have more players on their side at the end of the 3 minutes. But Great Britain taking another out, tying it up 2-2.
Yeah, taking out Rassinger there. That strong, aggressive double counter. But these 2 Austrian players not to be overlooked. Lisa Leitfried and Stefan Leitinger left for the Austrian mixed team. But that's a good throw from Britnell Craven as Leitfried takes that jump, just taking the shoes off. Britnell Craven, very, very new to the international scene, and Adam Hill has plenty of experience, but as they do play that, Stefan Leitinger yet again, and Britnell Craven does accidentally drop that ball. And as he drops that ball over the neutral zone line, he will be classed as an out player.
So again, that is another rule that is different with cloth if you are a foam player. If a thrower throws the ball, it has to be within 1 meter of another player on the other side. If it is not within 1 meter, the thrower is actually out.
I'd stop that. I'd probably stop that.
Oh, and a beautiful catch by number 71.
Yeah. Decker there. Ball pops up. Richards left, but he takes that tombstone teddy bear position, slides back, takes the single ball from Decker, brings Adam Hill back in. Richards and Hill swap sides. Richards to make the call. Metz does take Richards out in that play. playing very well on that wing so far, just making sure he's taking those trades, and if he does get out, taking one with him. That ball does pop up, that ball's still live, and if caught, would have taken out Adam Hill. Millington looking for that catch, and as it comes low, it's probably a little too low as she sets herself for that. If you'd back any player, it could have been Adam Hill. The Northern Ireland chants just from the crowd there, as Adam Hill, that Northern Ireland Knights player, left in for GB. Does get hit out. So early on in this game, Austria go 6-0 up.
Yeah, Austria making pretty quick work of those first 6 points. Only about 7 minutes into the first half.
Two subs have now been made from that Austrian side. Nikki Kremser has been subbed off for Kathi Weber, and Andy Koch subbed on for Decker. Max Metz is hit out. He does take out Pickering. When you're releasing that ball high up into that centre zone, obviously you leave yourself at a very high risk. Stefan Leitinger, the big throw, extra mustard.
Great Britain playing aggressively here. They do need to take out at least one player in order to tie up the player count.
Could have had 4, but Richards releases the 1. They'll be left with 3 instead. Richards, just with that high aggressive single ball, tries to take out Lisa Lightfried, but doesn't take the catch. Highs of 93 kilometers an hour, Lisa Lightfried throws.
Which is incredibly fast. For those who are maybe watching for the United States, that's about 60 miles an hour.
The wings have been very, very dominant on that Austrian side. Stefan Leitinger playing almost the game of his career right now. And that delayed ball coming in as Britnell Craven dodges low.
Millington last one in for her team.
Yep, Lottie Millington, that birthday girl there. A 1v5.
If you're Millington, you're probably looking for a catch here. She needs to bring in another player, try to get as close to evening the player count before the set clock is up. Just over 30 seconds left in the set clock. Austria, it would be smart just to run the clock at this point, throw some safe throws that are not catchable, but still within that meter of the player.
No hit called there. I can imagine after this set, as Rasinger closes it out, a timeout will be called, and as we say that, Josh McElroy calls the timeout. I can imagine there'll be a couple of substitutions in that, as Johnny Day does take his warm-up top off.
Yes, Austria's made pretty quick work of these first 8 points.
Yep.
Question in the chat, did Austria meet USA before? Yes, Austria men played USA twice actually, in round robin and in bracket. With the men's team, they did tie once, and then Austria team beat them to make it to the gold medal match here today. The mixed teams.
Yeah, Austria mixed team met USA. Obviously, that big clap from the Austrian crowd, something they like to do to get the players pumped up. Yep, they did meet USA. They were actually losing for a long time in that game. Obviously, a couple of substitutions were made. Austria started to read the game a lot more and ended up beating USA.
It was quite the nail biter semi-final game to bring them here to the gold medal match here today.
So Britnell Craven taken off for Johnny Day. Pickering also subbed off for the GB number 33, Hannah Turkington, and they do get a hit to take off Andy Cox. So one up from the start. Lisa Lightfried to throw that single ball. Richards with a block. That tucking yourself in as close as possible, just getting himself behind the ball. Hill yet again taken out by Lightinger, but a good trade for Johnny Day. And Richards makes sure Mats Metz is taken out there as he dodges low. Very smart from Richards.
3 ladies left in for Austria. Would not underestimate them. Have had a chance to watch all 3 of these ladies quite a bit this tournament. They are phenomenal ball players, and they are pushing the aggressive line.
Richards with that single ball, but no target find. 2 players up, GB in this set, 1 minute 30 to go. Katy Weber with a block. Millington goes for the catch. Maybe not the best single ball from Katy Weber, but Millington does drop it. Richards also taken out from that cross court from Rassinger. 2 down they were only 10 seconds ago, and Austria have brought it back to 3 apiece. That ball popped up. Johnny Day does take the catch.
So refs are calling that catch as good.
Yep, I believe the block from Austria there, I believe Lisa Lightfried with the block. So obviously as you blocked it over that centre line, that ball's still live. And obviously catch, good. So the final call on that, catch and a step on the line from Johnny Day, sorry, my apologies. Adam Hill does get brought back in. Four balls on the side of GB. Hannah Turkington. That Northern Ireland chant coming in. Obviously these 2 players both play for Northern Ireland Knights. At the last European Championships took their first gold home. Not just 1 but 2. Obviously that amalgamation of Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland and England that makes up Great Britain Dodgeball.
All 4 players on the court staying alive.
Sensible dodgeball from Adam Hill there. And even smarter there. If sometimes, you know, when you release that single ball, especially sometimes that close, the ball can get stuck and that catch then can be made. Smart dodgeball from Adam Hill there. A good catch from Johnny Day in the middle of that set.
Yes, and something else that happened in that game is a player did have to walk off the court for stepping over the line. These lines are hard outs. These lines are lava, is what we like to say. So if a player accidentally steps on that line or over that line, unfortunately they are out. So on top of all the other court awareness they need to have with balls coming their direction, they need to be aware of their footing.
So that block just coming off court. Austria now back with 3. Single ball from Max Metz and he drops it. Tries to take Hannah Turkington out. Johnny Day obviously takes out Max Metz, but Andy Cock with the swift reply. Adam Hill definitely not finding his full rhythm in this game, just needing to settle down a little.
GB with 2 players left on the court to 5 Austrian players.
Currently,
Megan White on the right corner.
yep. So currently 8-2 is the score to Austria. 4 minutes 55 left in the half. Ball pops up, but Meg White not quite on that back foot to make the catch. And Andy Cock taken out. He thinks he might also have taken the hit on Richards, but no hit called by the referees. Fakes coming in from the whole team.
Team throw from Great Britain, not quite connecting. Staying alive. 40 seconds left in the set. Austria just needs to run the clock at this point. But
Oh,
Megan White.
what a catch! Meg White with a single ball.
And just like that, they are tied up 3-3. 30 seconds left in the set.
That ball just falling short of Stefan Leitinger there. A 3-ball attack will now. And now play 3. Oh, Johnny Day's taken out by that slightly delayed ball. 2 seconds left.
And that set does go to Austria with 3 players on the court to Great Britain's 2. 3 minutes left in the first half.
The score now 10-2. 2 minutes 50 left on that first half timer, and Austria have been very, very dominant. GB not quite found their footing in this game. A couple of catches have gone their way, but they haven't closed out the sets. A single ball for a single ball. Stefan Leitinger, I think that might have been the first time he has been out in this game.
Hopefully he can get a little bit of a breather here.
Yep. Johnny Day taken out by that single from Austria. Single ball from Kathi Weber. Just rotating her shoulder on that track back. Normally you do that, you feel like you haven't quite delivered that fast ball that you'd expect to. Austria with that 3-ball. Single ball from Russinger. Takes out Meg White. Adam Hill with the return. Lisa Lightfried maybe a little too high up court. Adam Hill does take advantage of that this time around. And that aggressive 3-ball attack from Austria. Austria playing so aggressive, and it's what they've done right. Andy Cock just swapping wings there to make sure he's on the opposite side of Adam Hill. Adam Hill then hit out by Andy Cock as he releases from the back of the court. Not found his catching rhythm in this game. Millington taken out. Austria playing super aggressive. They are playing some of the best dodgeball I've ever seen in a very long time.
Yes, great team throw by Weber and Koch. They are in sync at the moment.
that small Northern Ireland chance there as sole player left for GB. Hannah Turkington, number 33 in the European Federation, plays under Northern Ireland. Andy Cock not risking anything. That simple defensive block back.
20 seconds left in the set. Austria just needs to run the clock at this point.
And Austria, as aggressive as they can be, play a very defensive end to that set, just making sure they run down that clock. The 2v1 will award them the 2 set points.
That does bring our score at the half. Great Britain 2, Austria 12. There's another 20-minute half coming up here real shortly. If this is your first time tuning in, we will be putting up a poll in the second half for the Beercade Player of the Match. We will choose 2 players from each team, 1 male, 1 female, that we think has played out outstanding thus far in the match. A poll will go up for you on Twitch, so do create an account on Twitch, follow us at Dodgeball TTV, and let us know who you think the Beercade Player of the Match should be.
Exactly that. A couple of names floating around at the moment for that Beercade Player of the Match. Stefan Leitinger, definitely one of them.
Megan White also with some amazing catches here in the first half.
Yep. It's that mentality that you need to try and take forward when you're making those single ball catches, just making sure that, you know, when that single ball then does come at you again, you're setting yourself right. Sometimes it can be a bit of an overconfidence thing. When you start making a couple of catches, then you want to go for everything. It's that higher risk, higher reward that a lot of players try and find.
And in order to catch up here, Great Britain might have to take more of that high risk, high reward play in the second half. They're going to have to make some quick work of the first 10 or so minutes to try to tie back up with Austria.
Indeed. A couple of substitutions might now have to come in, I believe, in this game. It's that, or they're making sure that that 6 that did end the first half are aware of what they might be doing wrong and things to improve on. Definitely giving a lot of balls over to Austria, a little too much. Austria had four balls, maybe a little bit too much. A couple of those replays, that single ball catch there. Very good from Austria, just making sure they're setting themselves for those single ball catches. Although that team is made up of 6 starting players, they also have 3 ball retrievers, something slightly different than what we have under that European rule set. We actually only have 2 ball retrievers. So that 3 ball retriever, that 3rd ball retriever, definitely making a difference in terms of the area that they can cover.
Ball retrievers are well known to help make or break a game. Their speed and efficiency and accuracy, tossing a ball back on the court can really make a difference, especially in close matches.
A substitution being made from the Austrian side, I believe. Decker returns back to the starting 6.
If you're just tuning in, we are going to the second half of the gold medal games for mixed cloth. Austria versus Great Britain. Score 12-2 in favor of Austria. If you're a fan of either of these teams, do stay tuned. These 2 countries will be facing off again against each other 2 more times today in these gold medal matches.
Exactly, and even if you are a fan of either cloth or foam, we have all the finals on centre court today. So if you are a big fan of dodgeball, hang around in this Twitch channel and you'll be seeing plenty more dodgeball to come. Like you said, Austria and England face off in the cloth final across all 3. But in the mixed foam, Canada versus Malaysia, the men's foam, Australia versus Malaysia, and in that women's foam, to finish the day, is Canada versus Hong Kong.
What you were just hearing there is our ref's mic. Our head ref will keep his mic on so that you viewers at home can hear all of the latest and greatest as calls are being made on the court.
Single ball from Decker, just bouncing before Hannah Turkington's foot. She's made that pre-dodge to go low, and Decker has read that, but he does not find the target. Big arm from Johnny Day on that wing there. Takes out Rasinger. Single ball tries to take out Austria, but cannot do nothing. Johnny Day fires. Decker also then goes to throw his single ball. No targets found in that volley there. Single ball from Britnell Craven takes out Max Metz. He's hanging around that neutral zone and high up into that court a little too much, and GB have taken advantage of that. Ball pops up from Kathy Weber, high and wide off court.
GB has definitely come out aggressive here in the second half, which is the kind of play they're going to need. All 6 players still on the court for them.
Two balls on that Austrian side. Those balls head to the wingers. And a good hit from Britnell Craven. Takes out Stefan Leitinger. Adam Hill dancing on that neutral zone line, but not touching. Play 3 called, so GB will have to take 3, and they do. Oh, find Decker.
Only number 18 left in for Team Austria, Litsa Lichfried. She's a very experienced player.
Oh, and dodges very well to make those 3, but as she lands, maybe her footing off a little. GB take the first set.
Time out called by the refs.
The GB crowd now starting to get warmed up a little. Just referees talking there a little and making sure.
Austria ready. Great Britain ready.
Making sure that the players on the bench aren't touching those balls or passing the balls back. That is the ball retriever's duty here on centre court today.
Big hit by GB, number 27, Craven. Excited about that one. And another swing, finding a target.
Adam Hill finally starting to get his arm warmed up. Takes out Stefan Leitinger. And as he tries to tombstone, does not secure the catch. That first half score was Austria 12, GB 2. But GB do find that first set. And a catch from the rebound. Absolutely gutted from Johnny Day there.
Again, for those who might be watching cloth for the first time, that is a different rule with the cloth ball type. If a thrower throws a ball and it's blocked on the other side and bounces back to your side of the court and you catch it, that catch counts. You get to bring in one of your own players, and that's what just happened with Austria.
And now GB given that attempt on 4 balls. Will they be aggressive out of this bat? And they do. Decker makes the catch, but also is hit out. Obviously, when that ball is still live, you can still secure another catch or a hit. Adam Hill with a great block, but as he jumps high, his legs are dangling in the air for Austria to take advantage of.
Yes, great accuracy by Rasinger.
9.
And there's a line violation on GB, leaving 1 player on the court. And it looks like that set does go to Austria, bringing the score 4-14.
So GB with 2 line
Team
faults, I
sign
believe, in
up.
that set. Austria taking
Austria,
somewhat a
ready.
bit of an easier set
Great Britain,
towards
ready.
the end. The score now 14-4. Single ball from Leitinger, doesn't find a target, and Britnell Craven high up into that large centre court, which you can use all of. Max Metz attempts to try and go for that flying squirrel. He sets himself into that position, but before he can, that arm from Johnny Day takes him out. Andy Cock, great honesty there, just grazes him, and he does call himself out. Obviously the referees are always there to make that final decision, but if a player feels like they've been hit, they will always head to the outbox themselves. Sometimes teams can end a set early because they feel that maybe Austria could have played super defensive there and try and take that time up. Johnny Day with the cross court takes out Leitinger. So like you said, if you want to maybe finish a set early, you can step off that, then we'll reset the time. GB obviously need to play aggressive in these sets to try and make that comeback. And oh! Kathy Weber with a single ball nearly makes the second.
Beautiful catch by Weber, keeping this match alive.
Play 1 ball.
Yeah, great catch from her.
Play 1 ball. 5.
Only Rassinger left in for Austria. Would not underestimate her aggressive play here. She is also a phenomenal
Play 1
catcher.
ball.
Yeah.
5, 4,
And
3.
GB want to set with that 3. I believe they'll try and at least throw 2. It's that high risk, high reward now that they're going to be after. But they throw 3 and they do find Kathy Rassinger. 14-6 the score in this game. Our first final of the day.
Yes, 13 minutes left in the second half. Again, as a reminder, each set is worth 2 points. So if GB were to try to tie up, they would have to make some pretty quick work here and win 4 matches in a row, 4 sets in a row.
Yep. Referees just having a bit of a discussion. Bit of a weird rule that crosses over
Jewelry check.
just on jewellery.
Oh,
Something that I believe in cloth rule set we try and avoid all
Austria,
jewellery
ready.
being worn.
Great Britain.
In foam, I
ready.
don't think it's as strict.
No, there's no jewelry rule in foam that I'm aware of. Just might not be a good idea to wear dangly earrings. It seems like it could be dangerous.
Adam Hill just talking with Britnell Craven there to try and apply that pressure. Where Stefan releases the single ball.
Catch.
Just making sure you try and counteract that. Max Metz is caught up by Meg White.
She's very excited about that one, waving to her fans in the crowd.
Hill releases his single ball and Lisa Lightfried goes to try and play aggressive on that.
Three players left on the court for Austria, all 6 still in for Great Britain.
Adam Hill with that single ball. And that time around, Britnell Craven punishes Leitinger. Hill with a fist bump.
Refs taking a timeout to confer on a call. 2 players left on the court for Austria.
Yeah, I
Rasinger.
believe.
Sorry, go ahead. Rasinger and Kodge.
Yeah, I believe that what might have happened there is they get hit and then the ball pops up and GB catch it. Like we said, that ball's still live and can count as the catch. Catch not made. I believe the decision was just called there.
Teams line up.
A bounce before it then pops up, so that ball becomes a dead one. Oh, and Britnell Craven on that rotation looks for Rasinger's ball. He knows he's going to take it. And Andy Cox hit out.
"11 minutes left on the game clock. Score 14-8. Austria has to win the next 3 sets in a row in order to tie this game up.
Yeah, what happens there at the end of the set,
Austria, ready.
obviously GB are down
Britain
10
ready.
minutes, 45 left on the clock, 6 points. Those GB ball retrievers hunting for those 5 balls to try and get that quick restart. You do have 30 seconds to take that time to set up, so Austria don't have to really rush anything. It's more of a gratitude of sportsmanship that you allow that quick setup to be made.
And a hit by Johnny Day.
That Beercade player of the match now available. Single ball from Max Metz, maybe a little high. It looks like a lot of votes in for Britnell Craven for the People's MVP for sure. Although he's had those great couple of last sets, maybe didn't have the best of starts. So Richards is obviously the GB male player that is put forward. GB 1 player up. Both teams still left with a timeout in this half. And Johnny Day from that standing back court takes out Katy Weber. 3 balls for GB, Alyssa.
Johnny Day looking for a swing, not quite connecting. Oh, an aggressive play by number 7, Adam Hill. Great Britain looking to take this match as quickly as possible.
5, 4, 3.
No hit out called there. Adam Hill a little annoyed that Stefan Leitinger hasn't gone out. Hill looks at taking Lighting out, but Rasinger is left. Hill just on the set. And Hill with a great finish. The score 14-10. Timeout called
Austria.
from Austria.
That timeout does make sense in this moment. Great Britain has taken the last 3 sets, I do believe, bringing the score much closer, 10-14. They just need to take the next 2 sets in order to tie this game up.
That Beercade player of the match is for the whole game, not just maybe one set where one player has dominated.
Correct. And
So
again, this is just for this match. This is not the entire tournament MVP that will be awarded later in the day. The winner of this Beercade player of the match will get a $10 gift certificate to use at our after party tonight at Beercade, one of our sponsors. And we will have a player interview with them following this match. So let us know who you'd like to hear from after the game.
Austria 2 sets up in this mixed final. One team will take home that World Championships gold medal and trophy. The other team will have to settle this time around for a silver medal.
Teams line up.
Both teams going home with
Austria,
some
ready.
new jewelry, but
Great
one may be a
Britain,
little prettier
ready.
than the other.
GB do get that centre rush ball. Johnny Day been subbed off now for Richards. 40 minutes, a very long time. And when this dodgeball can be very back and forward and super aggressive, a single ball attack. Metz takes out Craven and Hill punishes him for that. GB now a lot more responsive than they were earlier on in this game, where Austria looked very, very dominant and looks like they could have ran away with it.
5, 4, 3.
GB did have to play 2 there on that 3 ball, so Austria with 4 balls, only throw 2 though. Take out Richards. Close to actually making that catch mid-air, but just falls away from him. Lottie Millington, birthday girl with that centre ball. Takes out Katty Weber.
And the crowd singing happy birthday to her on that one.
That play ball call is slightly different under the world's rule. Even if you look like you are making an attack, if you take that whole 5
Play 2
seconds up,
balls.
you will be then forced to play majority. And where GB are maybe a little slow to come from that back court, they are called on that play ball again. Three balls in that side of GB. A lot quicker up the court now.
Oh.
And Meg White with that single ball takes out Andy Cock as he tries to pick his feet up. Maybe a little too slow. GB even things out now. Meg White with a single ball release.
40 seconds left in the set clock.
But Meg White caught a little off guard there.
Austria 1 player up. They're likely going to look to drain the clock at this point. It's up to GB to try to take out at least one of their players.
Adam Hill just with that pressure just to make sure Austria can't attack on
Play
that.
3 balls. 5, 4.
And Hill takes the catch. Will he make the hit on Stefan? He does! The catch is in! And GB take the set! Is this the comeback GB were after the whole time? Was it a mental game from the start, Alyssa?
What an exciting comeback from Great Britain. Just over 4 minutes left in the second half. Great Britain is well within reach, 1 set behind to tie things up. What an exciting last few minutes. Great Britain came clawing their way back in the second half. Going into it, it was 2-12, correct, Greg?
Indeed, they were those 10 set points down. GB hadn't had the finest first half. Adam Hill probably not played the best game. If he ever looks back at it, maybe will assess himself a lot. That second half, Adam Hill is a different player.
Absolutely. We wanted an exciting gold medal match, and boy, did we get it.
Well, it's the first gold medal match of 6 to come. And if every final is like this, then I can imagine by the end of the day, I may have no voice left.
You and I alike.
Teams line up. Austria ready. Great Britain ready.
GB does take that center ball.
Yeah, we saw Nikki Kremser come on last set. So she is now in that 6. GB returned Johnny Day back to the courts. Oh, and a hit from Britnell Graven. The slightest of sounds, you just heard Nikki Kremser hit. And Millington is hit out in that play also. The Austrian single ball, aggressive one. Johnny Day tries to take that cross counter. Katy Weber with that backline infringement. But Britnell Craven, all he has to do is dodge the single ball. 3 minutes 20 now left on this clock. GB.
Oh. I do believe that move was called the flying squirrel. Is that correct?
It is. That is called the flying squirrel. I've seen it in foam as well, although I'm not sure if it's trademark. Turkington pops the ball up and she almost secures it. But both teams equal. Yeah, Max Metz, I believe, is trademarked that flying squirrel. Kathy Rassinger takes the single ball from Johnny Day. What a catch! Max Metz with the drop.
Neck and neck, throw for throw. Both sides finding their targets, finding catches. What exciting dodgeball.
Andy Cock with a single ball finds Meg White. Hill, that ball very close to being invalid. That 1 meter area around the player is what they're looking for. Austria are going to play super defensive, but they will have to throw free. But find no target. Adam Hill looking for that single ball catch. If this full time is played out, in which Austria might want to play for it, there'll only be a minute and a half set left.
And the hit is made. 2 more points going to Austria, bringing the score 12-16. Just under 2 minutes left in the game.
Probably the smartest play that Adam Hill could have gone for that. The reason why is now they'll at least have 2 opportunities to try and come back. There will be 2 sets in this because that timer is over 1 minute 30. Ryan Neal does come on. Can he make the difference that GB are after? Ryan Neal called out for that, and a single ball. And Andy Cock also called out. Both teams even. GB have to get going. They have to be aggressive. Kathy Rassinger with a block. Under a minute now.
GB's likely going to be playing very aggressively here. High risk type game that we were talking about earlier. And a hit is made.
Yeah, Rassinger taken out, but all Austria have to do is last that 35 seconds. They have 4 balls. Play 3 is called, so it will give GB 4. Hill hit out. He had to go for the catch to try and shut the Austrians down. 23 seconds left until Austria could be taking that first gold medal home. Meg White with the catch. Britnell Craven takes out Kremser as well. They've got 10 seconds to take out Stefan Leitinger.
And a timeout is called by the refs. They have 7 seconds to take out Leitinger, to take the 2 points and then go into a 90-second final set. Everything on the line in this moment.
If at the end of the 40 minutes, the whole score is tied, then we'll play a 3-minute overtime set. If at the end of those 3 minutes, the game is tied, we'll play sudden death, in which the first player that is hit out, the other team will win.
GB conferring here, coming up with a game plan to take out Leitinger in the final 7 seconds.
7 seconds for GB to play that set. These balls have to be so aggressive from GB. Stefan with one ball in hand. Referees close to making that final decision. 7 seconds.
No catch because of a line fault.
Line fault was made. There was no catch from Meg White. The GB head strong. 7 seconds. There will be 4 seconds. 11 seconds in total. 4 seconds added on there. 11 seconds. 11 seconds left in this game.
Left on the set clock. Teams line up. Get ready.
A hit.
And a hit is made.
The ball has to come back. Brindle Craven with a single
One.
ball. Can he make that hit? If he does make the hit, then the whistle goes. Austria mixed to take that first gold medal. That would have been the comeback of dreams.
Wow, amazing play by both games, literally leaving it to the last second of the entire match. Fantastic play by Great Britain, fantastic play by Austria. Austria does take the first gold of the day.
History has just been made.
That is true. This is the first time we are having this division of the WDBF World Championships. So Austria will take the first ever gold medal cloth mixed division. Fantastic work played by both games.
Yep, both teams just having a bit of a huddle. The crowd cheers for both teams. A great semi-final, a great display of what cloth can be.
We also do have the winner of the Beercade Player of the Match, Austrians number 10, Stefan Lettinger, definitely deserving this.
Yeah, some very good dodgeball from both sides. Like we said, that comeback so close. Britnell Craven just gets that hit, but the whistle was called. Adam Hill having the second half of dominance, but Stefan Leitinger maybe pulled that score a little too far ahead in that first half. The final score in that game, Austria 16, Great Britain 14.
About as close as it comes. Coming up in just a few moments, Jake Mason will be doing player interviews. Do stay tuned. Following this match, we will have the gold medal games.
In the mixed foam division.
Canada versus Malaysia. Do expect that to be a nail biter as well. Both teams have been playing phenomenally in this tournament. So for more exciting dodgeball, do stay tuned.
That was wild. Oh my gosh, I have Sam Richards right here. And you were just saying?
Yeah, to come back like that in the second half, we put a lot in. We could have been down and out in the first half, 12-2 down, but rallied at half time, and the whole squad, we should be proud as a team.
That was some really, really good dodgeball. I was like, oh, cheering for Austria. I was cheering for you guys. We were going back and forth, and then I ultimately just cheering for good dodgeball. How do you feel right now?
Obviously a bit down, but considering the fresh squad coming together as all the home nations, I think we can be proud with the performance we put in across the whole tournament. we've gelled from first day to today, and to take a Austria team who's played like that for 4 or 5 years, I think we can be proud of that.
Absolutely, you should definitely be proud. You guys tend to face off against Austria a lot. How is this in comparison to maybe like Euros?
The atmosphere is unreal. The seating, the crowd, the court, just the state. Like, yeah, I've never experienced anything like this. I've never even seen anything like this on the stream before. So yeah, it's amazing.
That's awesome. It was such a wild game. I mean, you all saw, you were in it. I'm still like reeling from it. Anything else you want to say as we go out? I mean, silver medal is a pretty good showing, right? For the first ever cloth division in WDBF.
Yeah, the first time GBF come out to a World Cup in the mixed team, so silver medal's good, and obviously good luck to the 2 GBPs, men's and women's. 2 goals coming.
There we go. Awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my other guys. Congratulations. Really good showing. And anyone else you want to say hi to at home?
Hello, Becky.
Hi, Becky. All right, I will be right back. Give me 2 seconds, and I'm going to grab our other guy who wandered off. They're all really excited, as you can tell, so hang tight. Guy, always looking fantastic. Stefan Lightner? Lightner. Yeah. How you feeling?
Quite awesome, man. Woo! That was the final.
I love it. But yes, you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling fantastic. That was a hell of a game. I mean, we played exceptional in the first half. I think we couldn't do anything wrong. It was amazing, but we know Great Britain, they adapt. They knew what we were doing, and they came back, and they came back strong. They hit us with stuff we just weren't ready for, and it took us some time to get back into the game. And in the end, they made some sicko catches that kept them alive, and whoa, we prevailed. I mean, we made it.
You guys have faced down in the Euros before. I was just asking them, what is that like there versus here?
In what way do you mean?
You guys have already, you faced Great Britain when you were playing Euros a lot. What's the difference maybe between here and Europe?
Well, here they're sort of an all-star game, because in England they play separate nations, England, Northern Ireland and stuff. And so here they can put all their best players together. But in the mix, I don't know if it helps them or hurts them, because they have great mixed teams, and it's the chemistry mix is so important. And the players don't know each other that well, I feel. And that's why I think that gave us a bit of an advantage we thought, but they're all amazing players.
Yeah, that was a great game. If they had, so I'm not very familiar with cloth, but I'm getting more familiar, and it's really exciting to watch. Had they managed, you were the last one in, right?
Yeah, me and Katy. Yeah.
So if they got you out in those 7 seconds, it would have started a new game?
No, they got me out, but they didn't get Katy out, so it was 2 versus 1 in the end, and the time ran out, luckily.
But if they got you both out, would a new game start?
Yeah.
They could have tied it up.
Yeah, they could have tied it up.
Oh, and then another game. That's crazy. You guys made it just, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's always good to win the first one.
Exactly. Exactly. It sets the stage for the rest of the day. Anything else you want to say to everybody at home?
Yeah, thanks everyone for staying up. I mean, it's like 6 o'clock, so it's not that late, but please stay up. We have another final and another one. And I hope you were entertained. We made it entertaining in the end, a bit more than we wanted to. But thanks everyone at home rooting for us. Well, it is awesome here. And thanks Edmonton. This is
awesome. Thank you. That was great. We have so many more, hopefully, like great games coming up. Lots of excitement. Gold medal matches, gold medal champs right now. And we're going to see more of that hopefully today. So catch you in a minute. Thank you.